then we will focus on the other concepts. Okay, so let's understand. All right, now what do you mean by investment multiplier? Okay, first of all, if you actually look at this heading precisely, you would be able to take clues from the heading itself. All right, so first of all, before I take you through the further process, first of all, let's divide these two words. Okay, let's divide these two words. Let's first understand what is investment, and let's then understand what is multiplier. Okay, then I'll take you through a small definition as to what is meant by multiplier. Okay. Okay, first of all, let's have a clear idea about what is investment expenditure. Okay, so all of you should understand this according to economists, right? In economics, how do you define investment? Actually, investment can be understood in various dimensions, but I'm telling you the dimension in which we are going to understand investment as per this context. Okay, as per the context of this chapter, let's understand this perfectly. Okay, so let me take you to the whiteboard to explain to you first of all what is investment expenditure. Then I'll explain to you what is multiplier, and then we will merge both the words, investment multiplier. Okay, so what we are going to focus on is a definition. Then I'll take you through a very simple example to explain to you how it is defined basically. Okay, let's understand this with the help of a small example. Okay, I have been sounding this to you earlier as well, but let me explain this to you clearly. Okay, so first of all, what do you mean by the term investment? Investment expenditure. What do you mean by investment expenditure? Okay, now understand this. The expenditure, watch me. Okay, the expenditure incurred by the producers. Okay, assume this guy to be a producer. Okay, watch me this. Okay, assume this guy to be a producer. Okay, the expenditure incurred by the firms or the producer on capital goods. Please listen to this very carefully. On what goods? On capital goods is called as investment expenditure. Okay, it's called as investment expenditure, right? So let me put it in simpler words. What do you mean by capital goods? Okay, for example, capital goods are those goods which helps you in producing further consumer goods in future. Factories, building, plants, equipments, machinery, they're all called as capital goods. I repeat, okay, factories, buildings, plants, equipments, machineries, they're all called as capital goods. Okay, let's take a simple example to understand this connection. For example, let's take an example of a machinery. Okay, all of you please watch this very carefully. Let's take an example of a machinery. Okay. Okay, now the producer, in order to buy a machinery, has to spend money, right? If you are a producer, do you have to incur expenditure on buying a machine? Simple answer. I want all of you to answer this question.
Yes, sir.
If you're a producer, do you have to invest on buying machines? Do you have to spend money on buying a machine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. You call this expenditure. Is it an expenditure? Are you spending money on buying the machine?
Yes.
You call this as what expenditure?
Investment expenditure.
Okay. Why is it called investment expenditure? Because this machine. Yeah. Yes, Vishesh?
Because we invest in machinery.
Machinery. Okay. And what is the use of this machinery? This machinery will help you in producing further consumer goods in future. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is investment expenditure? Expenditure incurred by the producers on capital goods. For example, of capital good is machinery. Right. So expenditure incurred by the firms or the producers on capital goods is called as investment expenditure. Example of capital goods, machinery, plant, equipments, for example, they're all examples of capital goods. What is the use of capital goods? It helps you in producing further consumer goods in future. Let's take an example. X is a producer, right? X is a producer. And this producer buys a machinery for 10 lakhs, right? A textile making machinery for 10 lakhs, okay? So he's buying a machinery worth 10 lakhs. A producer called as X is buying a machinery worth 10 lakhs. What is he going to do? Use his machinery? What is he going to do with this machinery? He's going to produce textiles using the machinery, right? So the use of this capital goods is it helps in producing consumer goods in the future. So expenditure incurred by the producer or the firm on capital goods is basically called as investment expenditure. I hope I'm making myself clear. Are you all clear with what I explained, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody having doubts? Can I hear from you, Ashika, Rishi, Vishi, Annie, Labdi, Divyanshi?
No, sir.
All of you are clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having doubts in what I explained?
No.
No doubts. Okay. Well, let's come back to the topic here. Again, let's come back to the topic. What is investment multiplier? Okay, so you might be getting some clues about the term multiplier. Let us precisely understand what multiplier basically implies. Okay, I'll tell you a very simple example. Suppose the producer incurs an expenditure of, let's say, 10 lakhs. Watch me very carefully on this. Okay? How much is the producer spending? Answer, please. Come on, let's respond. Let's
10
have
lakhs.
response. How much is he spending?
10 lakhs.
Okay, 10 lakhs. But this 10 lakhs, can I call this as investment expenditure? This 10 lakhs is an investment expenditure. He is spending 10 lakhs on buying a machinery. Is it investment expenditure? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this 10 lakhs is going to create an income which is equivalent to, for example, 50 lakhs. An expenditure. Let's simple example. Suppose you spend money of 10 lakhs. I am spending money in buying a machine from you. I am the producer and you are the supplier of machinery. How much am I spending? Answer, please. How much am I spending?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. My expenditure is creating an income of 10 lakhs for you. Yes or no? You are supplying,
Yes, sir.
right? So my expenditure is creating an income for you. But I want you to know, when I'm spending 10 lakhs, you should be getting an income of 10 lakhs, right?
Yes, sir.
But you know what is the reality? The whole economy gets an income which is much beyond the investment expenditure. If I spend 10 lakhs, the economy is going to get an income of 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs, much beyond the investment. So if you're investing 10 lakhs on an investment, on a capital good, the income that is going to be created is much beyond the expenditure that you have incurred. That means it's getting multiplied. I repeat this example
Yes,
once
sir.
again. If I am spending 10 lakhs by buying a machinery from you, all of you. So my expenditure becomes your income. Yes or no? My expenditure becomes your income. How much am I spending?
10 lakh.
How much income you should be getting? If I'm spending 10 lakhs, how much should be your income?
50 lakh.
Okay. Generally, how much should be your income? If I spend 10 lakhs, how much will you be getting actually?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. But the economy gets beyond that. Okay. I'll take an example so that it's an easy example. There's no complication here. It's very simple, logically simple. I want all of you to please concentrate on this. Okay. First of all, before we really go into the depth of it, let's understand the meaning of it. Okay. Look at these words very carefully. There's a simple formula to understand as well. All of you concentrate on this. Investment multiplier is defined as a multiple amount by which income increases as a result of increase in investment expenditure. Income increases by multiple amount as compared to the increase in investment expenditure. Your investment expenditure is only 10 lakhs. That's investment expenditure. But this investment expenditure of 10 lakhs is creating an income of 50 lakhs, multiple amounts. So the amount of income created is much more than the increase in investment expenditure. That's why it calls multiplier. That means by multiple amount it increases. You are spending 10 lakhs, but the society is getting an income of 50 lakhs with your 10 lakhs. Look at the second simplest meaning of this. In other words, the number of times income increases as a result of increase in investment is called as multiplier. It's called as what? It's called as what, my dear students?
Multiplier.
So what is increasing by multiple amount? What is increasing by multiple amount? Read the words what I have written. What is increasing by multiple amount? Come on, my dear students, I need little participation.
Income.
Income. As a result of what? Investment?
Yes, sir.
Right? So the amount by which income is increasing by a multiple amount as compared to increasing investment. Okay, let's take a very simple formula to understand this. All of you, please watch this. I'm writing something on the screen, and please watch me. Okay, I'm just showing you a very simple numerical example as given in your book. Okay, look at this. For example, okay, look at this. If an increase in investment by rupees 100 crores, okay, it's 100 crores, leads to an increase in income by 500 crores. Okay. Okay, let's understand this with the help of a numerical application. What is the formula for investment multiplier? K is equivalent to
Change in income upon change in investment.
very good. Delta income, delta Y upon delta
I.
I.
What is the change according to my numerical example? I'm sorry. Okay, let's I'm erased it by mistake.
500.
Okay, yeah. Change in income is how much?
500.
Okay, change in investment is how much?
100.
100 up 500 upon 100 is how much?
5.
5.
Five.
That means 5 times your investment has become income. 5 stands for what? Multiplier. That means 5 times it has multiplied. The amount that you spend on investment has multiplied into income 5 times. So you're getting me? What's the meaning of the word 5? By the number 5. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how can this happen? How is it practically possible? Let's understand with simple example. Okay, I will take you back. Okay, all of you please watch it carefully. Okay, taking you to the whiteboard. Let's take an example. Shall I erase this?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
with your book example. I'm trying to put it as simple as possible. Okay, watch me. Suppose Reliance India Limited. I'm going with your book example. Please watch me because it will be easy for you to understand as I explain. Okay. Suppose Reliance India Limited is incurring, watch me carefully, is incurring an investment expenditure of rupees 100 crores. How much?
100 crores.
100 crores. What does it mean? If Reliance India Limited is incurring an investment expenditure of 100 crores, it means, can I say like this? Reliance is buying some plant, machinery, equipments. Is that the meaning of investment expenditure? They're spending 100 crores on plant, machinery, equipments, etc. Is that the meaning of investment
Yes, sir.
expenditure?
Yes, sir.
So if Reliance is incurring an investment expenditure of 100 crores, it means Reliance is spending an amount of 100 crores to buy plant, factory, building, machinery, etc. Right? So when Reliance is spending a money of 100 crores, now look at this. It is creating an income for those people who are supplying those things to Reliance, yes or no? These guys are supplying this machinery, equipments, plant. They're helping in installation of these machines in Reliance. So an 100 crore expenditure by Reliance is creating an income of 100 crores for these people, yes or no? Answer, please. I want logical answers. Who's
Yes,
spending money?
Yes, sir.
Who's spending money?
Reliance Industry.
Reliance. On what? Is it investment expenditure?
Yes, sir. On machines and
Reliance is,
assets.
okay, very good. What is investment expenditure? Expenditure incurred on what goods? Capital goods, plant,
Capital
machinery,
goods.
equipments. So when Reliance is spending 100 crores on this, is the expenditure of Reliance of 100 crores creating an income of 100 crores for those people who are supplying this machinery and plant and equipment?
Yes, sir.
So whose expenditure becomes whose income? Reliance.
Reliance expenditure becomes his people's
Expenditure
income.
and
Very good. Reliance's expenditure is becoming the income of the people, income for the people who are supplying this, yes or no, or installing that, yes or no, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
So Reliance is spending 100 crores on investment expenditure. This 100 crores is the expenditure of Reliance. This is becoming the income of the people. It's becoming the income of the people who are installing that plant and machinery in Reliance. So it's becoming their income. This 100 crore is becoming their income. And normally, in a normal scenario, it's quite natural for us to think this is the end of the story. So an 100 crore expenditure incurred becomes the income of 100 crores for these people who are supplying or installing the capital goods in Reliance. So an expenditure here becomes the income here, and that's the end of the story, is what we think. But I wanted to know income multiplies by a much larger amount. Look at the story now. Look at the continuation story. These people are getting an income. Let's say this, the name of the people is A, for example. Okay. These people are getting this income. Will they keep it, or they will also spend it?
Spend it.
Spend.
Spend
Keep.
it. Okay. When you get income, do you keep everything or you also spend? Answer, please. When you get every income that you get, are you keeping in your cupboard? Or are you spending also?
Spending also.
Doing
Spend.
both.
Doing both, right? You are saving and spending. Okay. Assume that 80% of this money is spent by you. Assume that you are A. You got an income of 100 crores. You will not keep all that 100 crores in your cupboard. You will spend money from this 100 crores. You are spending how many crores?
80 crores.
80 crore.
How much?
80 crores.
80 crores. Right now, what are you doing? You are spending this 80 crores on buying some goods and services.
Yes, sir.
So are you spending money now? How much are you spending?
80 crores.
So your income is become your expenditure. This is you are A. Your expenditure is becoming the income of somebody who is supplying the goods and services. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So your expenditure of 80 crores becomes somebody's income. And that somebody will not keep that 80 crores. He will also spend money. So he will spend 80% of this. So like that, it goes on multiplying and multiplying until it becomes a definite multiple of the initial amount. Let me explain this with the help of a small table. All of you please watch it very carefully. This is taken from your book and I want all of you to please watch it very carefully. Tell me, how much is the amount spent by Reliance? Let's okay. This is in crores. Okay, I did not mention the word crores here.
100 crores.
How much is Reliance spending? Answer, yeah, 100 crores.
Crores.
So 100 crore spending by Reliance is creating an income of how much?
100 crores.
100 crores. That is not the end of the story. Those people who are getting their income of 100 crores, they'll also spend. And assuming that they spend 80% of that money. What is 80% of 100 crores?
80.
80. So they spend 80%. And this, right? They spend it. And this creates an income for those who are supplying these goods.
Yes, sir.
Right? So let's put it in the, okay. I'm putting different colors here. Okay. Reliance is spending 100 crores. It's creating an income for this person. For example, for this green colored person. This green colored person will not keep all the income. He will also spend, right? So he spends how much? How much, my dear students? He spends how much?
80%.
80%.
This 80 crores becomes an income for somebody else who supplies the goods and services. It becomes an income for the next orange person. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The orange
Yes,
person will not keep all that money. He will also spend. He will spend 80% of 80, which is 64. 80% of it is 64. He
Yes,
spends
sir.
it. So when he is spending that 64 crores, that becomes the income of somebody else. This dark green guy. So can you see the amount of 100 crores that you have spent is getting multiplied and multiplied and multiplied until it becomes a definite amount? Are you understanding? But gradually it keeps on declining. 10, 100, 80, 64, it goes on declining. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Did you
Yes.
get me right? All of you, how many of you got it right? Anybody having doubts? Divyanshi, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ashika, Labdi,
Yes, sir.
Koyal, are you all clear? Man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 100 crore investment by Reliance creates an income of 100 crores to the ones who is supplying the equipment, plant and machinery. And it is not the end of the income generation. This person who's getting that income spends 80% of it. So that is 80% of it in buying goods and services. So when he's spending 80%, it is creating an income for another person for 80 crores. And this another person called as B is not keeping this money. He's also spending 80%. And his expenditure is creating income for another person. And this person's expenditure is creating an income for another person. And this person's expenditure is going to create an income for another person. And this person's expenditure is going to create an income for another person. And if you keep on looking at this, the amount gradually goes on declining 100, 80, 64, 51, and 80% of 51.2. If you're taking a simple example of 80% being spent and 20% being saved. So it goes on declining, but the amount of income generated, now look at this words very carefully. The amount of investment, how much was the investment amount? How much is the investment amount?
100 crores.
100
How much is the income? Is it
crores.
beyond the investment?
Yes, sir.
That's why it's called as investment multiplier. The amount by which income increases as a result of increase in investment is called as an investment multiplier. When the amount by which income increases, it's much beyond. Look at these words once again. The number of times income increases because of increase in investment is called as multiplier. Other meaning, investment multiplier is defined as a multiple amount by which income is increasing. Income is increasing by a multiple amount as compared to increase in investment expenditure. Increase in investment is only 100 crores, but increase in income is 500 crores. So income has increased by a multiple amount as compared to increase in investment. And you basically call this concept as investment multiplier. Are you all with me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having doubts in what I just explained?
No,
All right. Any doubts in the example and in the concept? All of you are clear? All of you are clear? Yes, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, very good. Okay, can you all take your notebooks? Let's start with some numericals. I'll try to complete it today a little bit, and tomorrow let's finish up all the numericals by tomorrow. If I'll finish up most of the things today, but please take your notebooks. Are you all having your notebooks, everyone? Are you all there?
yes, sir.
So I'm using my, excuse me. I'm using words that will be easier for me to. Okay, first I'm going to teach you some sums on simple APC and MPC. Okay, all of you, please watch me carefully. Okay, I'm calculating. Okay, simple logics. Okay, number one, question number one. Calculate APC, MPC, APS, and MPS from the following data. Okay, so I'm inserting a simple column. Okay, this is a basic simple sum, no complications here. Just 1 second. Sums are very simple. Only thing you have to concentrate on understanding. Okay, all of you, please watch it. Okay. Okay. Income is denoted by the symbol Y. Okay, in economics, I mentioned already, income is denoted by the symbol Y. And consumption is denoted by the letter C. Okay, all of you, you are aware of this, right? All of you are aware of this. We learned this, right? So income, I'm writing the income 1000. Okay, and consumption is 900. The income increases from 1000 to 1200. As a result, consumption increases from 900 to 1060. Okay, so I'll teach you some basic formulas first of all. Please take note of the first set of sums. Okay, you all should know first of all, you need to understand certain simple formulas. Okay, I already taught you this, but let's have a quick review of that. Okay, quickly. Can you please tell me what's the formula for income? Consumption plus
Investment.
saving.
No, saving.
Saving, yeah. Consumption plus saving. What is the formula for consumption? Income minus saving. Yeah, what is the formula for saving? Income minus consumption. Simple example I told you, suppose the income of a person is 1,000 rupees. How much is the income of the person?
1,000.
Okay, out of that, he is consuming 900. That means, how much is 900? How much? That means how much is he saving?
100.
100. So this is income minus consumption will give you saving, which is 100. Or if you income minus saving will give you consumption. Yes or no, everybody? Are you all with me? I need response. Okay. What is the formula for APC? Can I have answer, please? What is the formula for APC? C divided by Y. Okay. Consumption upon income. I taught you this theory earlier. I hope you all remember. The formula for APS is S upon Y. Take down these formulas, please. Okay. The formula for MPC is delta C upon delta Y. Okay. And the formula for MPS is delta S upon delta Y. Okay. I will do one sum for you and I will give you some sums, 1 or 2 sums, and I want you to solve it. Okay. All of you, please concentrate. Did you all take down this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shall I erase this? Shall I erase the formulas? I need space. Shall I erase the formulas?
Yes, sir.
So let's solve this sum. Okay. First of all, let's solve this sum. So I'm inserting a table here. Semicolons. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, I'm writing down the formulas here: income, consumption. Okay, so let's understand how to calculate the remainder. Okay, watch me how I'm doing, all of you. Income is denoted by the letter Y, as I earlier said. Okay, it's income is, and consumption is denoted by the letter C. Okay, now let's write down the figures. I'm using the pen to write down this so that it will be easy for you to know the calculation aspect. So let's pick up the values from here. Okay, how much is income? Let's write on the question here. 100, 1,000, right? Income is 1,000. It's increasing from 1,000 to 1,200. And what is the consumption? Please read it for me. What is the consumption initially? 900.
900.
And then it's increasing to how much? 1,060.
60.
Okay. So now let us, okay, watch me carefully. Now let us understand. Okay, and whatever so this is the question. Okay, whatever I'm doing on the screen, that they are all the answers. Okay, all of you, please, just 1 second. Okay, so with the given information, you can find out saving. Yes or no, my students? You have income, you have consumption. So if can I find out saving from here? From income, if I minus consumption, I get saving. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So let's do that. Okay, 1,000 minus 900. What is the saving? 1,000 minus 900.
100.
100. Okay. 1,200 minus 160. Come on. 1,200.
40.
Second one. How much is it?
40.
1,200 minus 1,060. Sorry. 140, right? Everyone, is it 140?
40. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now we can find out APC. Okay. Watch me. The formula for APC is C upon Y. I already told you the formula for APC is what? C upon Y. Okay. Now watch me carefully. What is C here? Let's find out. Okay. APC. This is C and this is Y. Yes or no, my dear students? So let's calculate this for the first column. Okay. First row, in fact. So 900 divided by 1,000. How much is it? Please do the calculation, everyone. 900 divided by 1,000.
0.9.
0.9. Okay, very good, Ashika. Okay, next. right? For the next column, okay? So 1060, okay, this is here, this one, 1060 divided by 1200, C upon Y. Okay, applying the formula, okay? So 1060 divided by 1200, okay, let's do the calculation. 1060 divided by 12, how much is it? Come on, please answer my question. Please do the calculations, everyone. 1060 divided by 1200. Now, what is the answer?
Zero 0.88.
Very good, 0.88. Are you all with me, everybody? Are you all with me? Can I have your responses, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next one, let's find out APS. Okay, APS. What is the formula for APS? S upon Y. It's S upon Y. Are you all with me? So let's do the calculations. S upon Y. This is S, saving, and this is income. Okay, let's do the calculation. Okay, S upon Y. Carefully watch the particulars. So I'm doing for the first, this one, 100 upon 1000, saving upon income. So how much is it? 100 upon 1000. Come on.
0.1.
0.1. Okay. For the next column, okay, 140 upon 1200. Okay, 140 upon 1200. Okay. So 140 divided by 1200. Please do the calculations. How much is it? How much is it?
0.11.
Okay, 0.11 or 12. It's close. If you round it up, it will be 12. Okay. Okay, now let's come back to the third one. I'm changing the color of my pen. So let's find out MPC now. Okay. The formula for MPC is what? Delta C upon delta Y. Okay. Delta C upon delta Y. Okay. What do you mean by delta C? Change in consumption. Okay. So 900 to 160, change in consumption, and 1000 to 1200, change in income. Okay. So delta C stands for change in consumption and delta Y stands for change in income. So for the first one, there is no change. For the second one, there is a change. Can you please tell me what is the change? 900 to 1060, what is the change? 900 to 1060, what is the change? Is it 160?
Yes, sir. 160.
160, okay. And 1000 to 1200, what's the change? Come on.
200.
200, okay. So now tell me, 1060, sorry, 160 upon 200. Please tell me what's the answer for this. How much is it? Come on, are you all holding your calculator? Simple calculations. 160 upon 200. Come on, everyone.
0.8.
0.8.
8.
Are you all following me, my dear students? 0.8. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the next calculation, MPS. Okay, the formula for MPS is delta S upon delta Y. Okay, delta S upon delta Y. Okay, so let's do the calculations. Right, delta S means a change in saving upon change in income. Okay, watch me carefully what I'm doing here. Okay, so we are going to look at change in savings. Delta S means change in saving and delta Y means change in income. Okay, so let's do the calculations. So what is change in saving? Okay, what is 100 to 140? What is, so for the first one, you won't have any change. There is no change in the first one. But second one, 100 to 140, what is the change? 100 to 140, what is the change in saving? 100 to 140, come on, what's the change? 40, okay. Okay, 1000 to 2200, what's the change? $200, yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, my dear students? Are you all with me? Are you all with me, everyone? Okay, what is the answer? 40 upon 200, please. What is
0.2.
0 point. This is how you calculate it. Did you all get me right, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody having doubts in this calculations?
No.
All of you are clear?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Ashika,
why we have not calculated that upper one, we have calculated down.
see, upper one means what? Look at this. Upper one means what? What is the change here? There's nothing above, no, for you to find out the change.
Yes, sir, no change.
So you are putting it as nil. But from 900 to 1060, there is a change, no?
Yes, sir.
On top, you cannot find out the change. For the second one, you can find out the change. Did you get me,
Yes,
Ashika?
sir. Yes, sir, got it.
Fine. Okay. Everyone got it? Can I have a response? Annie? Annie is here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Labdi, here, Divyanshi, Vishesh, Man,
Yes, sir, got it.
got it? Okay. I'm leaving the example on screen just like that. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, now I'm changing the figures here. Okay, you have to complete. Okay, I'm changing the figures. Please do the calculation. Okay, all of you. Income as 2,000 to 3,000. Okay, income is increasing from 2,000 to 3,000. As a result, consumption is increasing from 1,900 to 2,700. Okay, calculate all the four. Okay, I'm leaving the example on screen for you. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you're excused. No issue. Are you all doing? Are you all doing, my dear students? Vishesh, Man, Ashika, Rabdi, are you all doing?
Yes, sir.
Sir, doing.
How many of you completed? Can I see your thumbs up? No one yet? If you want assistance, you tell me, okay, I'll do this. Simple sums, these are no complications here. Divyanshi, are you done? Divyanshi? Annie? Here, lovely. Are you all done? You want me to do? Kindly respond, only then I will know. Please respond to my questions. Are you all getting the answers?
Yes, sir.
Sir, doing.
Doing. All right. So I'll also slowly start doing for your reference. You keep doing it by yourself and then cross check the answers with what I'm doing. Okay, all of you. Those who have completed can participate with me quickly. Okay, let's go to the quick calculations. Okay, let's do it. Okay, what's the income earlier? 2000. Income is increasing from 2000 to 3000. Okay. Consumption is 1900, increasing to 2700. Okay. So formula for saving is income minus consumption. So 2000 minus 1900, how much is it?
100.
100. Okay, very good. 3000 minus 2700 is how much?
300.
300. Okay, so APC formula, let's apply the formula APC C upon Y, right? C upon Y. Okay, so 1900 divided by 2000. How much is it?
0.95.
0.95.
95.
Okay. And here it is 2700 divided by 3000. Okay, how much is it?
0.9.
0.9. Okay.
9.
Okay, APS S upon Y. Okay, this is S, this is S, and this is Y. Okay, so let's do the calculations. So for the first column here, for this column here, it is 100 divided by 2000. How much is it? 100 divided by 2000?
0.05.
0.05. Okay, and here it is 300 divided by 3000. Yes or no?
0.1.
0.1.
1.
Okay. Now coming back to MPC, you won't have MPC and MPS for the first column. Everyone, is it right? Did you all get Ashika's question? We won't have because there's no change for the first one. Yes or no, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Right. For the second one, what is the change? Let's find out. Change in consumption. How much is it? 1900 to 2700. What is the change?
800.
Very good. 800. Okay. And then 2000 to 3000. What is the change?
1000.
1000. So 800 divided by 1000 is how much?
0.8.
0.8. Okay. Here, second one. MPS, delta S upon delta Y. So what is the change in saving? 100 to 300. What is the change?
200.
200. Okay. And then 2000 to 3000. What is the change?
1000.
So 200 divided by 1000 is how much?
0.2.
0.2.
2.
Are you all with me, everybody? Are you all with me? All of you? All of you are clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Tomorrow I'll go with take this two sums as homework, all of you. 4,000 and 5,000. Please take this two sums as homework. 4,000 and 5,000. 2,400 and 4,000. Okay. This is one sum. $800, 1,000. Have you taken note of the sums? Please take down. Take one more. They're all simple sums. Take one more. 3 sums I'm giving you. Just 2 minutes. I'll wind up. Okay, just 2 minutes. Please send it to my personal WhatsApp after you solve it. Okay, all of you. Take down. I want answers for these 3 questions. Okay, I'll solve it for you in case you are stuck anywhere. I'll definitely solve it for you, but kindly ensure that you solve these 3 sums and then send it to my personal WhatsApp. Everybody, I would like to check that. So please send it to my personal WhatsApp. You take a screenshot of this to avoid writing. Please take a screenshot of this. Are you all done?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, solve it and please send it to me. Okay, these are all important questions asked for exam. Tomorrow I'll go to the next level of questions. There are different types of sums, consumption function, saving function, and then these are all related to that. This also is about consumption function only and saving function. We have other set of questions, and they also have questions for investment multiplier as well. Okay, I'll be teaching that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll wind up all the numericals connected to this chapter. Okay, with that we'll be completing numericals of chapter 12. I hope you're understanding this part clearly. Please solve it and send it to my WhatsApp. Right. Thank you so much, and meet you again. Have a good day, all of you. Any doubts, anybody? Thank you all.